Alright, hey, what's going on guys? Sam here, back again with another video, and as you can tell from the title, the thumbnail, and what's on the screen probably, this is a 15,000 subscriber special, and it's going to be a Q&A, and before we even get into it, thank you guys again so much for 15,000 subscribers. Just been a crazy year, and this legit would not be possible without every single one of you who's watching this video and who supported the channel this year. So guys, truly, thank you so much for that, and yeah, we have a Q&A here. I post on Instagram, Twitter, and on the YouTube community tab to ask me a bunch of questions, and you guys definitely delivered there. There's a lot of questions you guys asked me, and a lot of good ones too. I figured you guys would have some good ones, but there's just a lot of good questions on here. So really excited. This was fun to make. At least the PowerPoint was. We are going to be using PowerPoint here to go through here. And yeah, it should be pretty fun. So let's go ahead, get right into it, and hopefully you guys can learn something about me or more about me at the same time, and I can answer your guys' questions. So here we go. We have Joey31 asking, why are you Six-Man Sam? I assume that means like, how'd you get the name, or why'd you make the channel name Six-Man Sam? And this is a story I have told on stream a couple times, but it never really gets old. And I want to start off by saying I wish I was creative enough to come up with the name Six-Man Sam, but it wasn't me, unfortunately. I got the name Six-Man Sam, or the name for the channel, back in high school, my senior year, back when Overwatch was like the big game. I think it probably still was the big game, but all my friends were playing it, and I played it. I had some fun, but I was mostly playing 2K17, my team at the time, and they kept asking me every single day. In particular, Big Sweaty, the first, you guys might recognize him from the streams as being the moderator. He actually came up with this name, but he kept asking me every day. He's like, Sam, play Overwatch. Come on, Sam, play Overwatch. You can be our sixth-man Sam on the team. And I saw that, I heard that name, and I took it. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna use that for a YouTube. I remember looking to him actually in class and be like, yo, that'd be a good 2K or an NBA channel name, don't you think? And he's like, oh my gosh, it is. And I'm like, if I ever get big, I'm gonna give you credit. So I'm giving him credit. Big Sweaty the first came up with the name Six-Man Sam, and yeah, I think it's a better basketball and 2K channel name than Overwatch. But moving on to the next question, we have Sam Wesley asking, do you make your own thumbnails? And this should be an easy one. Yes, 99.95% of my thumbnails I make myself. I've had like 2 made from a good friend who's been actually Paulino. You guys probably might have seen him in streams too. Paulino, he's a great graphic designer. But no, I make majority of my thumbnails, and hopefully you guys like them, because that's definitely something in my opinion, I've improved on over the years of doing YouTube. So hopefully you guys like those. I do make my own thumbnails. But moving on to the next question here. I love getting this question too. It's almost as good, or it's pretty much just as good as the Six-Man Sam question. This is from Shaq Murdoch asking, why the Lakers? Keep up the grind. Thank you, Shaq, for that. But why the Lakers? I get the dots there because I am from Iowa, as some of you guys know, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles is not in Iowa. It's in California, really far away. So pretty much the Lakers are my favorite team because when I was younger, purple was my favorite color. And you might be asking, Sam, how does that make any sense? Well, basically, you see NBA Live 2003 here. When I was little, we had a family desktop, like Windows XP, and my dad would go to the hardware store, or like I think it was Menards, if you guys know what Menards is, and they would have just old PC games. And this was one of them. He'd always bring them home. He brought home like NASCAR 2003, NHL, NBA Live 2003 was one of them. And this was actually my first basketball game too. And when I installed it, purple was my favorite color at the time. So I just chose the purple team. And it was the Los Angeles Lakers. And I did play basketball at the time. And I probably did know who Kobe and Shaq were, maybe. Probably. I don't know. But I did play basketball at the time. But I didn't realize the team I was using until I got a lot older, and I realized it was probably one of the best dynamic duos of all time, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. And I just remember playing with the team as a kid, like, wow, this team's really good. This guy's really big. This guy's really good at dunking. And yeah, that was my favorite. That's how I got the Lakers being my favorite team. They were really good in the game. Purple was my favorite color. Chose the team, and I just, Kobe Bryant. As I, started to follow the NBA more, Kobe Bryant was still on the team, and yeah, that's how I became a Lakers fan. Just kind of, odd. I guess I could have been a Kings fan, or who else has purple jerseys? Kings, they come to my mind. But I didn't like the Kings because they were like the best team. They were like the best team in the game at the time because it was 2002, 2003. So I'm glad I chose the Lakers because Lakers are doing better than the Kings right now. But moving on to the next questions, we have Gamer Girl Skyly asking, how old am I? I am 22 years old, and I just turned 22 July 30th. So my birthday was about 1 month ago. We have Isaiah Jones asking, do I have any siblings? I do. I have 2 siblings. I'm the oldest. I have a brother and a sister, and they're pretty much about the same age as me. So we're all in college or graduated, and I am the oldest. Let's see. We got Wolfie Boy. Where did you grow up, and how was it? So I grew up in Iowa, born and raised, and how was it growing up? Great. I can't complain at all. I have a great family, great friends, great support system around me. I can't complain at all. I'm, just a lot of opportunities and a lot of cool experiences growing up. Just, a lot of opportunity and everything. So it was great. I can't complain at all. And I think my parents did a good job. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you gave me. Moving on to the next one. Would you ever consider moving to a different state? And if yes, where would you go? This is from Why You Mad. What's going on, Why You Mad? Moving to a different state. So like I said, I'm from Iowa, and I have traveled around the country. I've actually never been outside the United States, but I've traveled around the country quite a bit. I've been to big cities like Seattle, Chicago, Minneapolis, Dallas, New York, Chicago. I already said Chicago, Minneapolis. Yeah, I've been to a lot of big cities, and I've been all around the country except for I haven't been to LA, unfortunately. I've been to Phoenix too. That's Phoenix and Seattle is as close as I've been to the West Coast or to California. And I don't know. I'm not really a fan of big cities. It's really fun, but I don't think I'd love living there. So if I had to move to a different state, I think I'd be open to it. If it was for work, that's different. But if I could just choose where I live and I had to move from Iowa, it'd probably be like Minnesota or Wisconsin, something like that. Next question. We have Tate James. He asked, in pursuit of being a successful YouTuber, has anyone ever thought that it was a stupid idea and you wouldn't get anywhere with it or in it? And this kind of goes back to, how I like growing up in my family and just the support system around me. Maybe this surprised you guys because, some people think it's a stupid idea doing YouTube, but no, I've never had anyone around me. I've never had anyone that, in my opinion, that's close to me, like a family, my friends, my girlfriend. I've never had anyone say it's a stupid idea or I'm wasting my time. So I'm very fortunate for that. And I just have a very great support system around me. My parents have been great. My girlfriend of almost 5 years now has been super great and super supportive. I can't complain at all. And my friends too. They've been super supportive. They've never said it's a stupid idea. They've actually, everyone's encouraged me and just been super supportive the whole time. So no one's ever said it's a stupid idea. Now this question right here, I added a title here because it's a very popular question and they all ask. We have one from Leo, we have one from It Is What It Is, we have one from Mason Smith, Sean Ostep, Andre, Jason, and Chance the Artist. Pretty much everyone's asking, how did I start my YouTube career? Why did I start it? What got you into YouTube? What got me into playing my team? My team, the first year I played my team was 2K16. 2K17 was what really got me into it. And Space Word Bird sniping, so shout out to Space Word Bird for that. So I can answer that question. And then what else? What inspired you? So basically people were asking like, well, how, why, and who inspired me to start YouTube. And basically, this is a very tricky question because the Six Man Sam channel itself was made in like 2000. Well, okay, see, it's a tough question because the name wasn't even Six Man Sam. So Six Man Sam started in senior year of high school. But YouTube, I actually started uploading videos to YouTube and just making videos probably back as early as 3rd grade when YouTube was super new, And I think the first YouTube video I ever saw was like a Maroon 5 music video. I remember thinking it was so cool. I remember watching Smosh, if you guys know what Smosh is. I'm just like, yo, this would be so fun. And I remember, I love Pokemon too growing up. If you guys know what Pokemon is, hopefully you do. Pokemon's amazing. Still love it. But no, the first stuff I started uploading, which was on a different channel than the Six Man Sam channel, was like Pokemon stuff. I remember recording battles, and then I remember in like elementary school we had like a show called like the Big Fat Joe Show, which again it's off YouTube and stuff, but we had a Big Fat Joe Show. It was named after my cat. That makes sense. And we just all of us would get together after school and we make just sketches and stuff. So I've been doing YouTube a long time. Seriously, like taking it seriously, I've only been taking YouTube seriously about 1 year and 3 months back when I started streaming 2K video or 2K19 in May. Yeah, May of 2019 is when I started streaming, and when I started uploading 2K basketball videos was probably in 2K17. So long answer, but short. Long story short, basically, third grade is when I started doing YouTube. But moving on to the next questions here. This is the questions I was talking about. A lot of these are just good questions that I did expect to get, but a lot of these are just really good. And the first one here is from They Call Me Jay. Are you going to quit your day job and go full time? So I don't have to quit my job at all. Or again, I'm trying to make these as quick as possible because we have a lot of questions, but I just want to be as thorough as I can with these answers. So are you going to quit your day job and go full time? So I do plan to go in full time for 2K21, but I didn't have to quit my job. I actually was working for the university I attended, which I just graduated from in May. And the job I had, they were nice enough to let me stay working there as a student through July, just because of the whole, virus, I guess I can say the word now, but virus stuff going on. And they were just going to let me go in July just because I technically can't work there. I'm not a student anymore. So I didn't have to quit any job. I just haven't got another job. I've just been doing YouTube. So yes, I'm going to go full time for 2K21, see how it works out. I'm 22. It's going pretty well, so why not take the risk and, keep it going. So Jason asks, what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for you when transitioning to YouTube full time? So biggest challenge. I think I can, play 2K all day, but no, I think the biggest challenge is going to be balance. Definitely balance. It's already been a thing I've struggled with. I hate to admit it, but balance. You guys know me. I love to grind YouTube and stuff, but just balancing life alongside working hard and making this a career where I can support myself in the things I want to do with my life. So I probably balance between life and YouTube, and I just know that's gonna be tough because doing this full time for income and stuff like that is, I'm just gonna have to put in a lot of hours. So hopefully, not even hopefully, I plan on having a good balance. Blaine R, do you have a career outside of YouTube or something that you want to become in the future? If so, what? So again, this is kind of a tricky one, but do I have a career outside of YouTube? Currently, no. But is there something I want to do in the future? If so, what? Well, I did get my degree of finance from Iowa State. So if YouTube doesn't work out, or I can't do it full time at least, I would probably go find something, working something financial. But moving on to the next question, we got Eggy, and he says, what's been the biggest hurdle for you while building your channel and community? Love your work, Sam. I appreciate Eggy. He's actually a friend of mine that actually went to the same high school as me, and he actually has a channel too, so hopefully you're grinding, man, and hopefully I can answer this question. The biggest hurdle, probably, again, balance. I think that's probably the biggest thing I need to work on, just balancing my life with, like my relationship. I mean, relationship's fine. I have an amazing girlfriend, like I said, 5 years, super supportive, but just balancing my life, continuing to do the things I want to do outside of YouTube while, working hard and growing the channel. So that's probably been the toughest thing. Something though that probably more of you guys can relate to, I would say, I guess when you're first starting off or your channel is smaller, just not being or staying determined when you see but bigger channels, you make the same type of video, or you're trying to do the same thing and you're not seeing the results you want. Basically, just keep fighting, not fighting, but keep being consistent. I'd say that's probably the biggest thing, being consistent. And the way I like to think of it is, the harder you work or the more consistent you are, the more chances you have of being lucky. And all it takes is like one video or one stream for you to get a bunch of subs. And for me, I know this wasn't the question, but for me, it was the Giannis stream. If you guys know about the Giannis stream back in December, that was my lucky break. So my biggest recommendation would be, stay consistent with it. And I guess that kind of answers these questions too. We have one from James, we have one from Isaac, and we have one from Chase. Chase asked, how'd you get subscribers fast? It wasn't fast. Raids, stream raids are probably the fastest way to get subs, but there's no quick way of getting, or there is, I guess, but for my channel at least, fast way to get subs, I guess, was being rated, but just, I would say working hard is the fastest way to get subs, and just networking with people, getting known in the community, not just spamming links somewhere. I know this isn't, exactly the question, but working hard and, networking with people, getting your name out there, but not doing it in a bad way, like, spamming your videos, your channel and stuff, places that, people aren't really going to want to click on stuff. I don't know. I highly don't recommend you going to streams and your channel and videos and stuff like that, and on Twitter and Instagram. I just don't recommend that. I think just trying to fill a niche would be the best way of getting subs. Tips for kids trying to be a YouTuber. Kind of going back to the question earlier, just being consistent. Don't get burnt. Well, okay, burnt out. So that's a little different wording, but don't get discouraged if you're not seeing the results you want within 1 week, 1 month, even 1 year. I mean, it took me. It's been 1 year, and well, technically, it's been 4 years? 4 years since I started the 2K channel. I mean, I started working harder the last 15 months, but no, it can take some time. And like I said earlier, I think the harder you work and the more consistent you are, the more chances you have of getting a lucky break. So I would say just work hard, stay consistent, and don't get discouraged. I've started a YouTube channel. Would you advise streaming videos first? If so, what type of videos? So this is completely up to you and depends on your personality. Did I ever think I'd be a good streamer? Not really, to be honest. But I am apparently. So I would say that's up to you and your personality. And if you're gonna make videos, I would say try to focus on a niche. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean try to find a certain type of video that you are best at. Whether maybe it's like dribbling, you're really good at dribbling. Maybe you can make like dribble tutorials, or maybe you're just good at the game, so you can make certain tutorials. Or maybe you're good at myteam, you can do like sniping videos. I mean, that's been a big type of video that's blown up over the years. That wasn't really a big thing when I started on YouTube. Just finding your own little type of category or niche to make videos and find an audience, I'd say. So here's a good question that a lot of you probably don't even know. Definitely, I've never been asked this question before. Before YouTube, what was your dream career? So if you ask me, what was it if I couldn't do YouTube at all? I mean, YouTube, it's been a dream career since I was younger, because it's just fun. Every kid wants to be a YouTuber. But if you had to give me, or had to ask me, of another career that I wanted to do other than YouTube, it'd probably be a dream career would be a fighter pilot in the Air Force. I actually thought about joining, the service or the U.S. Air Force for quite a while, my junior and senior year of high school. But then, I don't know, I started taking college classes in high school, and then I'm like, okay, I don't really need to do this. And I don't know, to be honest, I didn't really get support from my family for this. I mean, they weren't like, they're not against the service and stuff, but like, my mom's like, no, I don't want you joining the military and stuff. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things that's just a dream. It never, I never put any effort into making it a reality. It's just a dream. So, yeah, dream job would be, flying a fighter jet, but it takes a lot to get to that position in your life. So moving on, we got Denver Struck asking, are you trying to lean towards being a streamer full-time on YouTube, or do you want to be a video maker first, streamer second? So this one, I guess this could be another challenge of me going full-time. I could kind of pair this with the questions I got earlier. So this one I've been thinking about. I kind of want to do the JD Crossover approach. If you guys don't know who JD Crossover is, he streams about every day and uploads every day pretty much. So I think I'm going to try that approach going into 2K21. However, I do think it's probably best if you can just focus on one more than the other. But I don't know, going into 2K21, I really want to focus on uploading more. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I started uploading a lot more towards the second half of 2K20 this year, so I'm proud of myself for doing that. But I want to start uploading every day and hopefully streaming every day. And if I can't upload every day, pretty much 5 out of the 7 days a week, I'd say, unless my videos start doing way better than my streams, I would say. Let's move on. We got Nikki, or we have Anthony Davis Stan asking, what's your favorite NBA 2K My Team card of all time? And excuse me here, I don't know why he burping, but we got, what's your favorite player of all time or favorite card of all time? We got DeMarcus Cousins from 2K17. If you know about this card and this diamond shoe, okay, good, my cursor's showing on the screen, and this diamond shoe, back in 2K18, diamond shoes gave +9. I think it was 2K17 too, but diamond shoes gave +9 to attributes. That's 45 stats. And this shoe right here gave this Marcus Cousins like the speed boosting ability, the speed with ball ability, the speed ability, and moving mid-range in 3. So basically, this DeMarcus Cousins paired with 2K18's terrible defense where you could just blow by people, I would run this DeMarcus Cousins as a point guard, dribble up the court, use some dribble moves, and just get a dunk or foul call 95% of the time up the court. So this has to be my favorite card of all time, and just a lot. I know a lot of people love this DeMarcus Cousins card. on 2K18. It's actually what got me. This card actually is what got me to 2K Gamer. If you guys know what 2K Gamer is, I'm always talking about it. But moving on to the next questions, we have SB Live asking favorite non-basketball games / YouTube channels. So favorite, okay, I took this as favorite channel other than 2K, and Jack Boy asked the same thing. What's your favorite non-2K YouTube channel? And I'm subscribed. I didn't put the screenshot here, but I'm subscribed to like 410 plus channels, something like that, over 400 channels. And I don't know, recently, not even recently, but I'd say this is probably one of my favorite ones. Let me know. Hopefully, not hopefully, but some of you guys probably know who he is because he has almost 4 million subs. But basically, it's like documentary type videos of just like spooky, mysterious stuff. Like I'm trying to think. Why can't I think of one? Like the Roanoke colony disappearing. What else? I can't believe I'm blanking. But he makes just really cool documentaries, like mystery stuff, like BB Cooper, if you guys know who that is. Just, I don't know, definitely worth the check. Definitely worth checking out if you like that type of stuff, like mystery stuff, and and it's real world events. It's not made up. So definitely really cool and probably my favorite channel. I do kind of like the science fiction ish / nonfiction ish stuff, like they're in between. But moving on, we have Gavin Hauser asking, do you play games besides 2K, and if so, what games? And then Vincent Morales asks the same thing. Hey, what games do you play besides 2K? So I do play 2K, you guys know that, but I play Modern Warfare and Warzone a lot. I have played Fall Guys a little bit the last couple weeks, but I'm honestly not really a fan of it. I play Battlefield. I'm a big Battlefield guy. Some of you guys who look back at my newest videos on the channel, or my oldest videos on my channel, I should say, not newest, what am I saying? My oldest videos on my channel were actually Battlefield clips. So that Battlefield, man, love Battlefield. Probably my favorite shooter game of all time, Battlefield 3. And then just PC games that I actually haven't played in a long time, but I just love, are just like tycoon games, like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, a game called Locomotion, where it's basically like Transport Tycoon, just stuff like that. I love managing the money. That's probably why I ended up being a finance major. Let's move on to the next question if it works here. There we go. What is your favorite NBA player of all time? You guys know this one. It's Larry Legend. I do have his jersey, jersey right here. And then Magic Johnson. I don't know. I think I'm Mr. Start saying Larry Bird. And I get a lot of weird looks and questions about my loyalty to the Lakers. But Larry Bird's probably my favorite NBA player of all time, with Magic Johnson pretty much being second or tied at number 1, just because of the whole rivalry and how it saved the NBA. Ooh, this is a good one. This is from Ty Dabo 24, and shout out to Ty Dabo. You guys know who he is. The the world champion of Play Now. He says, are you going to try to compete towards the 250K tournament next year? So this one right here, this year in 2K20, I did play in the qualifiers, but I didn't take it seriously, like, oh my gosh, if I lose, I'm going to be so upset. But I did play in like 2 qualifiers this year, and I don't think I lost once in one of them. But no, going into next year, I don't think I'm going to, make it my goal to try to qualify, but I'm definitely going to play in the qualifiers, and I do want to kind of play in some tournaments next year, hopefully, with you and Splash and, I don't know, Isaac, Carlo. I know I'm missing a bunch of other competitive comp guys out there, but I think I do want to enter some tournaments next year because I do, or at least this year, I consider myself a pretty good 2K player. So I think I want to try to get my name out there in the comp scenes, even though it's probably not going to work well with my play style. But I don't know. I think I want to get my name out there in the comp scenes, just kind of expand my name out there, just even, and being respected as a 2K player with my sim style. But anyway, moving on. This is a really good question here. Probably one of my favorites. We have Christian asking, what is your earliest memory of basketball? Mine was in 2009 when the Lakers beat the Magic in the finals. And then we had someone, PMB, ask me, show us your jump shot. And I'm sorry, but none of these pictures, these two of these pictures on the left and right are actually of me wearing number 1. And none of them are my jump shot. And then someone asked, Ulysses asked, do I play basketball IRL? I did. And yeah, my earliest memory of basketball was kindergarten. I remember my mom signed me up for this like church league where I'm like, I don't know, you're supposed to start in 1st grade, but my mom knew the coach and she's like, no, you'll be good enough, you're tall enough, blah, 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 blah. I remember fighting her on it, and I'm so glad she made me play because I love basketball. If I wouldn't have done that, I don't know where I'd be today. But love basketball. These pictures on the left and right are actually from my AAU team. I don't know why I can't talk. AAU team. We were the Magic, and I was wearing number 1, and I chose number 1 not because of Team Act, but I wanted to be number 1. You know, I'm the best. So yeah, that's probably my earliest memories of basketball. And yeah, that's my earliest memories of basketball. And do I play IRL still? I do play a lot of pickup games. Where I live, we actually have a full court, and I have some buddies that we always go try to hoop at least once a week. It's been kind of tough with the quarantine, you know, stuff going on, but I try to hoop up IRL multiple times per week, or at least once a week. Logic Looks asked from Instagram. He says NBA players you have met / want to meet the most. So I have met George Niang. You guys don't know I'm an Iowa State fan. I'm from Iowa. I got to meet him. It was really cool. I don't have the picture. I wish I could find it. I tried to find it on my computer, but I don't have it. But I got to meet George Niang. I got to meet all his teammates too. Got to go to like some dinner my dad took me to, and all Iowa State basketball players were there. So that was really cool. And if I could choose any basketball player to meet, I'd say it'd be really cool to meet Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Probably one of those two, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. I think it'd be cool to meet Giannis. Probably Dirk, Tim Duncan as well, LeBron, and Kobe Bryant. I know obviously it's not possible now, but Kobe Bryant, I always wanted to meet him. That'd be really cool. I feel like he'd be a cool guy to talk to. But rest in peace, Mamba. And it's actually his birthday today. I'm recording this, so happy birthday to the Mamba for that. But moving on to the next question, we have CBW asking who is the most underrated player of all time. Tim Duncan, easy. And then Ashton Rickford asks most overrated player of all time. I'm going to say Carmelo Anthony. Second, number 1, DeMar DeRozan. That's what I'm going to say. And I would probably say third, Allen Iverson, but I don't know. I actually did look up an overrated list just to see if there's any names I forgot, and DeMar DeRozan definitely takes the cake for me at number 1 for most overrated NBA basketball players. Moving on to the next one, we have name your top 5 and top 5 greatest players of all time. So at each position, and some people are asking like at each position, and 3 favorite players to watch the NBA right now. So basically, I'm going to put these two together, Santi and Morton. Hopefully that's okay. My favorite, or the best players at each position: at the 1, Magic Johnson; at the 2, Michael Jordan; at the 3, LeBron James; at the 4, Tim Duncan; and at the 5, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then I guess my favorite players at each position: Magic at the 1, at the 2, Michael Jordan; at the 3, Larry Bird; at the 4, Tim Duncan; and at the 5, probably Sabonis, Arvydas Sabonis, I would say. And then my favorite 3 players to watch the NBA right now: Giannis, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard. Easy. Now this one right here, I had to include this one. It's I don't know, this is kind of funny. We have James asking Doritos or Mountain Dew or both. And I think the thing that makes this tweet the best, or this question the best, is look at the time it was tweeted. I don't know if this is intentional, but it's just too perfect, you know? It's too perfect. I don't know. I had to include this in the video. Let's see. We have T-Talk again asking, will you ever do a setup tour? Probably. I talked about it, maybe doing one at 15K, but to be honest, my setups isn't anything too special. So maybe I'll do one next time we hit a big subscriber milestone, but to be honest, it's nothing special, man. It's pretty much the fanciest thing I have is my PC. Here we go. We have, what is your favorite movie of all time? What is your favorite actor and favorite rapper? So favorite movie, The Dark Knight. Favorite actor, Heath Ledger, easy. And then favorite rapper, I don't really have one. I just listen to all types of stuff. But recently, probably Drake. It's pretty generic. Drake. I like Nav's music a lot, which some people hate his, but I actually think it's pretty catchy. What else? Kendrick Lamar, probably. What is your favorite sport? Basketball doesn't count. Okay, this is a good one too. Wasn't expecting this one. Tennis. And I tried to find a picture of me playing tennis back in high school, but tennis, man, that's definitely my second favorite sport. Love it. I started playing probably a year or two, probably like 1st or 2nd grade, and I was actually pretty good at it too. Senior year, got to go to like regionals. I don't think it was state. Maybe I'm wrong, but was pretty good. Got to go in doubles, and yeah, if you guys ever want to play tennis sometime in Iowa, feel free, hit me up. Let's play tennis. It's pretty fun. Let's see. We got Katie, we got Shane, and we got Brandon pretty much all asking what I'm most excited for 2K21. How do I like the card art, and how do I feel about the game modes and everything. So basically, the card art looks like a W. 2K20 had the best card art ever, and it's looking like 2K21 is going to follow that trend. Shane, what am I most excited for? Honestly, just to restart in the game and just to see where I can get with the channel, you know, keep growing the channel. And then Brandon says, how do I feel about the game modes? Looking like a W to me, man. Looking like a W, and they're going to try to keep things relevant all year. Here we go. We have Sandra asking, who's your favorite NFL team? To be honest, I watch NFL, but I don't follow it nearly as close as the NBA. And I really don't have a favorite team, but if I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Bears or the Chiefs. I'm not really a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, and I know it's right there, but I'm just not really a fan of the Vikings. So probably the Bears or the Chiefs. And then, do I like hockey? Honestly, I never grew up watching it. I never played it. So no, I don't really like hockey. I don't hate it. I don't know much about it at all. LeBron or Jordan Sabas asks, Jordan is my GOAT. Same thing with Jacob. Who's my GOAT? Who's my GOAT? It's Michael Jordan. At 2, it's LeBron, and then at 3, it's Kareem. But you could make an argument for like 7 players as the GOAT. We have Zub. Which is better, Xbox One or PS4 for NBA 2K? PlayStation 4. There's just a bigger player base, and it looks like they're kind of teaming up with 2K this year for 2K21 because you're getting like more free packs if you're a PlayStation Plus member. So definitely PS4, man. Definitely PS4. And then here we go. Last but not least, all the troll questions I received. I'm not even going to read all of these, but all these questions right here are trolls. So if you read these and understand them, you're an OG of the channel, because all these are just big trolls. All these are big trolls, and probably the most asked questions I got all year, almost every single day in the stream. It's just ridiculous, but funny at the same time. But with that being said, guys, this video went way longer than I thought, so maybe I'll edit it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I probably just upload the whole thing. But if you guys made it this far in the video, comment below James Worthy, okay? James Worthy. That's what I'm thinking. Comment James Worthy below if you made it this far in the video. And if you did, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned some new stuff about me. And again, just thank you so much for 15K and the support. I'm really excited going into 2K21 and to see what we can do with the channel. And maybe we can even hit 50K, 100K. Who knows? The sky's the limit. I just got to put in the work. And again, guys, thank you so much for everything. And if you made it this far, you're a real one. Peace out.